Well, Legion Azrael here, like always. We got some behind the scenes Star Wars stuff. Not a whole lot to really, get into or talk about, I guess. Star Wars, one of my favorite things ever. Hated The Force Awakens. I hope this one's better. Let's get into the reaction now. Yay.
Nice, very nice. Looking great.
We were in the middle of shooting when Annie Leibovitz came out to take her stills.
Excellent.
Oh, Vanity Fair.
Annie was, in a way, sort of our first audience.
That's great. Great.
And so just having someone else's eye taking this in for the first time and love it was really cool.
With Ryan, with the cast, and with the audience, we all get to discover who these characters are.
Everything's being shifted in an opposite way to what the audience expected after 7.
Finn, Poe Danvers.
The
Oh,
enthusiasm and how much ownership they've taken has really been exciting.
Nice, very nice.
R.I.P.
Part of this amazing story and to be on a set with the most incredible crew. It's wonderful.
It's so much different in many ways than the other episodes, and yet I think it's very satisfying in delivering what the fans want to see.
I cannot wait for people to get a glimpse of the stuff we're doing.
The little vacuum thing. Wow, she had her own thing. I wonder how long these pictures. Oh God, when were these released? I wonder. I can't actually see the date of release if there was one. I wonder how long after these pictures were taken did Carrie Fisher pass away, and if these magazines were published and put out before or after her passing. Because I would assume that these came out after her passing, and that's why she has her own cover. At the very least, is because that Han Solo died and now it's just her. So maybe it's very much possible that she could have her own Vanity Fair. I see everybody else grouped up though, so it's kind of weird that she would be by herself. But I can definitely see that these were made before her passing, and she was just going to get her own. And her, it's Leia. Of course, she's going to get it. Her own cover. There's no reason why she doesn't deserve her own cover if she would have, still been with us today. But I'm just saying it was just kind of just wondering. It's curious, Does she get her own cover because she's Leia and a badass woman and one of the badass earliest women in movies, or does she get it because she passed? It's a curious thought. They all look good. Rey looks fucking intense as all hell. I mean, I'm not a fan of Pin. That's the new name. Poe Danvers and Finn. Call him Pin. Is that like a weird butt sex thing? I don't know. Pin. Hashtag. Pin. I'm gonna put that I'm gonna put that when I tweet this out. Pin. I'm not a fan of Finn at all. Like, I don't like the character. He's just, because he's like some brainwashed crony, he has like a stupid outlook on everything. He's just like a whiny bitch, and I hate his character so fucking much. But the bromance that him and Poe have when they see each other after after the crash and they found each other again, that part was one of my favorite parts of the movie. It was just great. I really did like it. Well, let's just unmute for that. I'm looking forward to this movie. I think I'm gonna be I'm gonna be looking forward to this as much as I was for Force Awakens, and if I'm let down again, then I'll be let down again. I'm prepared. My body is ready to hurt and be disappointed. Yeah, I was so psyched for 7 to come out. After growing up, seeing the originals after, I believe, the prequels, but being a fan of all Star Wars stuff, the animated stuff, the games, Knights of the Old Republic is still one of my favorite games ever. Yeah, it was just this whole thing where it's like, I love Star Wars, I love everything about it, and Lucas was never going to make a new one. Honestly, Lucas, though, I think had a great vision for the animated stuff that Disney's fucking up. they ruined it kind of when they canceled the final season of Clone Wars, which was going to be one of the greatest moments with Maul and everything. And it seems like Star Wars Rebels is ending as well, the final season. If the last one was the final one, then the one coming up is. I don't know if the last one was season 3, I believe. We got Maul dies. Spoilers. It's crazy like how it's ending. And I don't remember what else was coming out for animated stuff from Lucas. But he was never going to make those movies again. So the trade-off was, do we get some incredible animated stuff that could have lasted us forever? Or do we get rid of the animated stuff and get kind of whatever animated stuff that's just not that great? Even though Rebels is awesome with awesome moments, it has a lot of boring to it. And on the sacrifice, we get more movies. We get the final 3 plus whatever else they want to throw in there. Well, the first one out of the final 3, in my opinion, was garbage. It was a complete waste of a movie. I liked nothing about it. I was not a fan. And that's not me like hating on it or being negative. That's me as a fan of Star Wars, a huge fan, being extremely disappointed with what was supposed to be an epic movie. Hell, the prequels, episode 3, episode 2, had a lot of, it's not they weren't better, let's just not say that, but the action in them was pretty damn good. And 7 had very minimal action and had a lot of foundation for story. And that's what they did. And probably that's why one of the biggest reasons why I didn't like the movie. So much foundation and dialogue about stuff that we didn't care about, or maybe wasn't the best dialogue that we wanted. I don't know. I think 4, 5, and 6 at the time, the acting was good, I believe. I think the acting in 1, 2, and 3 was kind of eh. Ewan McGregor is the best one in it so far, I believe, except for the fucking Taken guy, which was okay. And now I think Star Wars is returning back to its roots and not having the greatest acting. And it's just kind of like weird. I don't know. It was just a weird thing that I was just not a fan of. I hope episode 8 is good. I hope it's just awesome and blows me away. I think it's going to be pretty good. Honestly, I think that now that we're kind of over the reimagination, the building block episode or the movie, which is kind of what I figured. So I take it in, stride like that. 7 was bad because it had to be bad. It had to get all of the story plots in there. And instead of having story plots throughout the entire trilogy, let's just make one movie kind of like whatever, with all the story plots and some awesome action it sprinkled in, so that the other 2 could be like the best. It happens all the time with trilogies. I don't know, but I'm going to get out of here. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you on whatever video I'm doing next. If you want to leave a comment down below, love to see all the comments discussing anything about Star Wars or anything we've discussed on this channel. Later, guys.